Yo everybody, welcome back to the Lunchbox. It is I, the Loaf King, and we are continuing in Tales of Arise. And I don't know how long I should be making these videos, but I don't know. I guess I'll feel it out, see what I like and what I don't like.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat, and I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Danans don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask. That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of Renan rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
Interesting. Alright, map. Apparently an apple gel this way. We don't know what's over here. Or did we find an apple gel down here?
Our cover's been blown here. Get a move on. We're moving to another base.
Rena. The Renan home. Okay. Never mind. Well, this world looks very interesting. 2 planets that close to each other, or a planet and a moon that close? I don't know. Maybe it's a moon also. Land of brimstone and swirling ash. Orbis Caligula.
That's...
Glanamede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balsef. Self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
That's a man-made wall, though.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Take a look at this view. This is wild.
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Bring up help. Oh, this tells you. Okay, got it. We ain't got much choice. We gotta fight. During combat, press start while on the menu to change your character's control mode. Semi-auto automatically moves until an attack range. Manual, full control. Auto, fight based on set strategy. Semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Well, I'm going to be full control because I didn't buy this game to just watch.
Dig deep.
Easier
You're
said than
surrounded.
done.
No, don't let them form a
Why'd
pack.
you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
You're mine. Who wants to die next?
Rising Wyvern. I'll run you through.
I'm only getting started.
I'm on it.
Take one more. Mega Ray.
I literally almost died there. Shion
Let me
definitely
know if
saved
you're
me.
struggling. Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all out, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
I mean, I could be all about the smoke right there.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
I mean, we could try. We should try, shouldn't we? Hold on. Save. Now let's try.
I'll take you all on.
There! Go! It's over!
I'm on it. Take this! No escape! Talent door! Circle and bring them down!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
I'll run you through!
Here I go!
The way the arm extends.
Mega Ray!
I'm on it! Slice! Mirage! Talent door!
Nice.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Well, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Got it. I'll remember that.
As far as I'm
Let's
concerned,
stop
this
a moment
man.
to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
So now they're gonna teach me about camping out. Resting at campgrounds will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes you've previously viewed.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Oh yeah, we have unclaimed downloadable content. Yep. I got the deluxe, so I have all this stuff. And I don't know what to really do with it. Oh. You can choose what to claim. Interesting. Well, we can accept all of these. Costumes. Or traveling pack. 50% off engraver. We'll hold off on the premium item package. What's the downloadable content? Oh, nah. That's buying stuff from PlayStation, ain't it? I'm good. Alright, we'll rest. Oh, nose!
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well.
I like your cut,
As
G.
far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
The heck?
Hurry.
So I was sad earlier because I missed out on the...
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Interesting. Yeah, I was sad earlier because I realized I didn't hit R1
Camping out.
while we was camping. There was an option. Maybe it'll pop up again with me doing
Better
this.
rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
Yep, Zephyr's teachings.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renan, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renan?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renan as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renan as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renans. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
How
Look at
come
all
you
this
don't have a
extra
scar on
stuff
your
we
hand?
missed.
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit course, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still,
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr,
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
you're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
The unflinching Iron Mask. Look at all this dialogue we would have missed if I didn't go back.
so this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just... You know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renan soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Alright, I think we got every piece that we could. Feel every piece.
I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
It's provocative. Place doesn't necessarily look any better with the molten border that seems to surround this area.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
Hello? Can you grab onto the freaking vines? That was crazy as hell what you just did. And again. This guy, he's done a lot of wild shit so far since we started, so I guess it shouldn't be too surprising. We can speed climb. I appreciate the speed in which we can move and go about doing things. Having this like a set walk speed is okay at times, but you know, even if it's only a little bit faster, that urgency that you can go ahead and place onto movement is very much appreciated.
It's one
in my
enormous
book.
stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Giant ziggles roam around certain areas and they're hard to fight, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, we probably definitely die.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Yeah, I won't be hard-headed for this. I'll wait. The Iron Giant was one thing, but like this is on a whole nother level. Very interesting beginning though so far. I'm enjoying the story. Well, let's try our hand at fighting some of these guys.
I'll take you all on.
Take this! It's over!
You're surrounded. Just stay calm.
Swirl of blade! Here I come! You're mine!
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Here I go. I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
I'm on it.
You're mine!
See ya.
It's over!
Talon sword.
You're mine!
Cannon.
One more.
Take this!
Mega Ray.
Mirage!
This is it. Dig deep.
Mirage seems to be the only air
No
moves I
excuses.
have.
This is
Okay.
up to us. Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
He just said everything's coming up, Zephyr. What the hell does that even mean, sir?
What's this thing?
It's an orange gel. You don't know about orange gels with the year that you've been a slave? Like, they had to give you some type of sustenance. Right? That's where we need to go. I'm gonna go fight this thing.
Normally, I don't pick on the weak.
Swallow blade! Thanks! You're mine!
I'm on it. You're not giving up now, are you?
No, I refuse to let it end like this.
That's what I want to hear. Raise your sword.
Rising Wyvern!
See
You're
ya.
on! It's over! You're mine!
Can't we block in this? I swear that you could.
I'll run you through.
Take this!
See ya.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Actually, no, you can't. I don't remember ever being able to.
That was almost too easy.
Parallax stone. Okay. I'm guessing we're gonna just get some better clothes soon. I saw that popping. Can't hide from me.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Now look at this town. I gotta explore and say hi to people while I wear my iron mask. Oh, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, eh? Yeah, that's right. Interesting. I didn't expect it to be the one and only Iron Mask of all people. Wow. Anyway, there's a lot I need to probably fill you in on. Is there anything you want to know? What is this place? This is Uzbek. It's a Dahan enclave, like plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Masuguls, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food for other daily uses. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we've made it our headquarters. Is there anything else you want to know? What's the situation? Our friends have made it back from old Xenon maze cave, whatever the hell it was. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of it there alive. We have to make sure their sacrifice won't be in vain. Is there anything else you want to know? Nope. Am I really that famous? Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. And as if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. It's no wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I'd say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. I'm good. Y'all growing some crops over here? Okay, I see y'all. Bro, what happened to you? Your brother bit off more than he could chew. It's no use, I can't take on Bright Eyes. Bro, but you said that you'd be the strongest alive. Sounds like there's a heat explosion along the tracks. Did the Crimson Crows cause that? I hope there's armored soldiers. I hope those armored soldiers don't stick around here either. They leave just like they did in Masagul. These chickens had just laid their eggs. And those damn Bright Eyes, they took every single last egg. They couldn't even spare one. Okay, so it looks like they come here for food.
What's this doing here?
Come on, quit standing around talking. We got water to carry. But you saw those Crimson Crows members. They were hurt. The Bright Eyes must have got them. I wonder if we're next. I don't know. Dad says the Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill their workers. But maybe they changed their minds. I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make these things with. I wonder how much longer this fighting will go on. And there's so many Crimson Crows that have gotten injured and killed because of it. Who knows? I just hope things don't get any worse. It sends chills down my spine thinking about what might happen if they manage to make the Renans any angrier. Be careful, if you choose to go out, there's a garrison of armored soldiers up ahead. Let's not hop into that just yet. I think I spoke to everybody that's currently available. These rations we managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're welcome to have some. Oh, these are rations is what he was saying. You're welcome to have some. Just make sure they don't see you with them. Thanks. I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here. And they somehow expect us to keep them fed on next to nothing. By all means, your kids are more than welcome to have them. It makes the risk we take getting these rations much more worthwhile. Glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. All right.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head to head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan.
Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nath and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Ocean blue battle garb. Zephyr left your party. Are we really going to bet it all on Iron Mask and his Renan lady friend? I'm not sure I like the odds. Well, Zephyr says they're good. It must be true. We'll just have to trust him. Nath's talking to others. You'll find him outside. You should go say hi to him. You're not only new here. You don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you got any questions, lay them out and I'll see what I can tell you. Oh man. Here we go. What's the group's goal? Ideally, we'd like to drive out the Renans. But as I'm sure you know, they got us more than a little outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike as we sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help other slaves along the way. Although, apparently our big chance is right around the corner, if Zephyr and the rest are to be believed. Anything else you want to know about? How do the Renans fight? The Bright Eyes wear these huge armored suits and fight using astral arts and sicking their Zeugles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take them head on. So we have to fight using greater numbers by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them alone one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why we're so glad that you two are on board with us. We could use all the help we can get. Anything else you want to know? What are you guys doing in Uzbek? Uzbek is one of the enclaves where Dana slaves live. It's mostly responsible for producing food. The Bright Eyes don't have any outposts out here and hardly come to on patrol, which is what made us decide to set up shop here. In exchange for agreeing to keep quiet about our whole presence, we give out supplies to the residents and help them with their needs. Also, doesn't hurt nobody's a fan of the Bright Eyes here either. Anything else? What can you tell me about the Renans? The big planet in the sky is their homeworld. Rena, while the smaller object is Lenegis, their stronghold and where the Bright Eyes come from. Oh, and about that name, we call them Bright Eyes because their eyes light up whenever they use their astral arts. Pretty simple, right? Likewise, they love to call us Embeddeds, since we are all embedded with a spirit core as soon as we're born. But when someone joins the Crimson Crows, they dig theirs out. It's our way of showing that we're not slaves to anybody any longer. The big shot Renans in charge, the Lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. Anything else you want to know about? What are Zeugles? Zeugles are monsters you often see tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know that they're all nasty and real dangerous. There are also feral ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of those escaped from their keepers. We call those strays. Anything else you want to ask about? What are astral arts? It's what the Bright Eyes refer to the powers that they use. They're basically kind of like magic. Denins can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes Renans a lot as much of a pain to deal with as their Zeugl pets. Anything else you want to ask about? Oh, yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Alright, so we got a little more lore on what this world is about. The other members and I are going to devise a plan. I have to let them know what I intend to make you guys. I have to let them know that I intend to make you guys the centerpiece of the whole operation. Is it going hard, huh?
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, It's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
That takes care of that. I guess that leaves this right here. I have to hurry and treat it before it gets bad. It's random woohoos. Really? The position's good because you can keep an eye on every entrance from here. In a worst case scenario, we can flee along the mountains too. That's how much Zephyrus thought this whole operation out. He's the leader of our organization for a reason. No, that's an owl. A Danon owl. Rabbit ears. Rabbit ears that project innocence. They look big enough to pick up even the quietest conversation. Oh.
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Danon owls can... Let me read that, please. Danon owls can be found roosting in hidden spots throughout the land. There may be something in it for adventurers who choose to track them down. So outfits. Or costumes, to be more exact. Keep forgetting this man can't feel pain, so he's gonna just do some wild shit every time. How does he balance it out where he doesn't break his leg, though, is beyond me.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I think this is teaching me about side missions. Or side quests.
I wonder if something happened. Hey.
Nave sent us here. He heard you might be a little short-handed. You could say that. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. That a Bright Eyes with you? You sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. What the hell? The name's Dairon. Dairon. Because I spit that cold, chilling wind. I'm the one who runs this lodge. This is a lodge, but we already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock hard dirt around here. Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for. To give people a place to rest up properly before they head off for a fight. Everybody needs their rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best.
I guess.
Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from the hideout in the Xenon mine. The mines? Is it really such a good idea after the Renans snuffed out the place? There are valuable items people risk their lives together. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down around the Sandus Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring back the supplies back to the lodge. You're welcome to use the facilities if you need to as well. I'll let you sleep here for free. Subquest. Taken to someone with a letter icon will start a subquest. Clearing these subquests will earn rewards. You can accept as many of them as you can. Yes. Pretty straightforward.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
We don't have anything interesting to sell you all, but you're more than welcome to take a look. Life bottles. I'd love another. Oh, we have no gold. Oh. I mean, there's a way that we can get gold. We don't need to sleep though, right? I don't think we do. Oh, I stand corrected. We do. Glad I double checked. All right. So now when I look, it should say yep. All right, we're good now. So the objective down. Okay. Wait, what was that? At least I can say that I've spoke to almost everyone. I can fight those guys, or I can just keep moving. Look at that, they're right here.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am.
Let me treat this
Gyron
properly.
sent me to help. Hang in there.
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on. Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, It will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
I'm sorry, but he is so dramatic. He really is. Like, I 100% get what he's saying, and I agree. But he made the cooking pot thing sound so extreme than it actually was. At least in my belief.
Take it!
Hey, go! I'm only getting started.
Mirage!
Sighted.
Take this!
It's over.
You're finished! You're finished! Slice! Swallow
Here I
blade!
go. You're fine.
Here I come!
And again. Mega red.
I could be wrong, but it seems like
Sighted.
Mirage!
There. Got you. Mega red.
Mirage! You're mine! Strike!
I'm not getting the
Our work is
combos.
done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Woohoo!
I know I'm not the only one who heard that.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Woohoo! Woohoo!
the dog tail.
I'm surprised there are owls here too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Controls? No. I'm trying to look at no. 30% off general store. Oh, these are like just. These are effects that you can turn on. Makes the effects of all prepared recipes last twice as long. Huh. Don't really need to know about that. Help, here's what I wanted. Where's combat at? Variants. Astral flowers. You obtain astral flowers from powerful foes. Astral flowers raise your maximum CP. Giant Zeagles. Very hard to fight, but you can get rare items. Cure points. Arts of healings and support effects consume cure points in addition to AG. CP is shared across the party. It can be restored with items or by staying at an inn or campground. Okay, so that's actually very important for me to keep in mind. I didn't realize it from the demo because I guess I had a lot, but CP is not a easily renewed source. Okay. When a character gets hit by an attack, their HP decreases, and if it reaches 0, they're KO'd. You can restore HP with arts such as first aid or items like apple gel. Similarly, resurrection and life bottles can be used to revive KO'd party members. You can use items to blah blah blah. Yes, I know that. Press square to switch characters when exploring. All characters have the same basic exploration skills, so feel free to play as your favorite one. Artifacts, equipment. Here we go. Changing targets. Push as you hold L1 to change your current target. Okay, good to know. Spells. Mutations. Combos. Combos are actions strung together with no gap. Blah, blah, blah. Diminishing returns in combos. They're in a combo if the same art is used multiple times within 4 actions. This penetration will be decreased. The enemies will recover from it sooner. Continually doing so will raise these penalties, making arts half as effective as the hard sheet. Hard has. Weak points. I know about that. Changing controls during combat. Once you've used an art a certain number of times as signified by the count, light up and make it stronger, blah blah blah. Okay. I think I got my answer. I don't have the ability yet from the demo. Let's go.
Right, here goes! Here I come!
You're mine! Here's a healing arm!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Slash! Struck! Slash!
Here, let me help.
Take this! I owe you one! You're mine! Mirage!
Magna Ray!
Here I come!
Here, let me help.
You're mine! Slash! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Magna Ray!
You're finished!
I'm only getting started.
You're mine! It's over! Slash! Rising Wyvern! Take this! It's over!
Alright.
Seems about right to me.
I know I have resources I can pull from, but for now I'm just like running it. Damn. So nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry. If we'd arrived a little sooner, we could have. Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. Hey, when's Daddy coming home? Oh no. That's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and young Dehan woman. Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone's gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So I this isn't right. Poor kids shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to 9 and get ready to fight. We will. Okay, fine. What's your name? Is that what the thing said? What's your name? As you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you'll earn titles for them, which unlocks arts and skills that they can learn, making fights easier. You can view the title unlock requirements from the skill panel. You can spend skill points to learn arts and skills from the unlocked titles, all of which grant powerful effects, making it worth your while to spend SP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed directly by hitting right on the D-pad. Art skill notifications. If there's a skill you want to learn but just don't have the SP yet, highlight it in the skill panel and press square. Doing so will turn on the alert that will notify you once you have enough SP to finally unlock it. Okay. Putting it simple, it's the tree from Final Fantasy X. So right now we have counter edge. After a perfect evade or guard, push R1 to trigger an immediate counter attack. Stardust. Sovereign Wind. Allows you to dodge once while midair. How can I not do that one? Heck yeah. Sonic Thrust. Easier perfect evading and guarding. I think that's a good one to get. Is this shared between them? Nope, it's separate. Damage dealt to enemies in midair. Also applies to floating enemies. Sonic Thrust. Increase maximum AG. I have enough for it anyway, so let's just go with this. Alright, Xion. Let's see what we got here. Burning Strike. Evades to the right, then fires 2 water shots. We already probably have fire in our arsenal, so I say we go with the water. Increase near-death attack, elemental attack. Increases attack and elemental strength when near-death. Allows you to endure an enemy attack with 1 HP remaining at one time when taking an attack that would otherwise normally KO you. This costs 800. And I can't get that yet. Okay. Rebellious Spark. So, how do we equip this stuff? These skills? I need to see arts. Arts can be assigned to buttons. Press L2 and R2 to inspect the arts you have available. All right. Oh, way. Oh, some of these are actually ground attacks and air attacks only. Did not realize that. Okay. Well, then let's switch this to Sonic Thrust. Yeah, that works. sliding attack that links into rising slash. Alright, cool. Aerial attack. Go ahead and put Stardust there. Yeah, I think that works. So all the moves are being used now at this point. So it'd be Stardust, then Mirage. You got stuff too. She should be able to equip. Oh, well, it's automatic though for you. Unless I'm playing as you, that it ain't gonna really matter. Where's oh, all the way over there. We should probably rest. Can we rest for free again?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Let's see what's going on up ahead, and then we'll basically work from there. Where are they? Up here.
I wonder if something happened.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renan armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renan equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagan ruins. There's some kind of old Renan castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renan tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renan rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon garbs.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes, now let's move.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So, technology is technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
That's right. That's right, Iron Mask. Tell her. But on that note, we actually are going to stop it here. Don't really know what we have awaiting us in the ruins, but we'll find out when we get there. But until then, this is the Love King in the Lunchbox, and if you didn't know, you should always stay lunchin'. Catch y'all later. Peace.